ago today, it was open up my mystery. It was 50 years ago today, it was open up my mystery. So let me introduce to you the acting of all these years, the Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, yeah. Woo. With Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, we hope you will enjoy the show. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, sit back and let the evening go.
So, hiya Pete and hiya Lee on this very, very special night, your 50th anniversary. So proud to have known you both, and looking back over the years, what a great team you've been in that shop. Pete, do you remember way back in 64, 65 we did a series of BBC programmes and you were the drummer and I was the guitarist, but unfortunately this was nipped in the bud fairly early on because of course you had that horse riding accident, which I hate to remind you about, and had a damage to your leg, and that was pretty well the end of your drumming career until Lee got married and we reunited. Do you remember that? We went down an absolute storm, or did we? That was fun and it was a great day, and of course that's the last time probably that I've seen you, but tonight is very special for you. 50 years is a hell of a long time in the music business and you're still going strong. Admire for it. Surprise, surprise, I'm gigging tonight, so unfortunately I can't be with you to enjoy your very, very special night. So Pete, Lee, congratulations. 50 years ago you were opening a great musical store and the Animals had House of the Rising Sun at #1.
There is a house in New Orleans, they call it the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many more in good and more.
Just reminiscing. First of all, congratulations to Andertons on their 50th anniversary, and what a time you must have had. And anyway, congratulations to you, especially Pete and Lee and the team. I think Andertons now must have one of the most respected names in the industry after such a long period, so well done. Obviously many stories could be told. Just a couple of sort of short ones for you. Right opposite Andertons, there's a big fishy shop, the Guildford Angling Centre, and they used to have a huge fridge in there which had all their maggots in it. In fact, the guy actually we used to nickname Maggot. And the bottom line was that one of the power cuts, this big fridge actually went off, and the damn maggots all hatched, and they were literally, it was like the plague. There was 5 million flies flying around everywhere, even into the shop across the road, you know, to us. So you can imagine blue bottles and God knows what flying around. It was just crazy, and the smell. Maggots you don't want to know about. Well, the other one that really is, was the was the lady who came in the shop, a really old lady, bless her, who came in the shop one day, and I'm afraid on the way up to the first floor department, she actually decided to drop a few rabbit droppings. And so unfortunately I had to go and get a dustpan and brush and actually clear the way for the next round of customers, but obviously you had to ignore the situation and just carry on. But she never did buy a piano, by the way. That was another problem.
Hi there, just wanted to say a massive congratulations to Andertons on 50 amazing years of retail trading. I think I've been there for nearly all of them because This was my first electric guitar I bought there 40 years ago, and I've still got it to this day. And you probably noticed Music for All. The evening tonight is raising money for our Music for All charity, which is the charity of our industry. And all the proceeds we make from tonight, and any monies we raise for the charity, just go to helping the people that want to play but who aren't able to. There's millions out there who would love to play an instrument if only they had the chance and the means, and that's what we do with any monies we raise. So thank you in advance for any support you can give us tonight, and once again, huge congratulations to Andertons, all the team there, for all the great work they do and for running such a great shop.
I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always making me stand out in the crowd. But love was such a from a glance, and one glance was all it took. And now it's not too late for me to take a second look. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Show that I love you. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Ooh, baby, I was blind to let you go. Cause now since I know you want you back. Yes, I do now. I want you back. Ooh, baby, I want you back. Hey, yeah, 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 I want you
back. Well, where did that 50 years go? In fact, you and I go back more than 50 years, Pete, because I first met you when we were both young, fresh-faced lads, when you were getting some retail experience with Harry Webber in his music shop in Hammersmith. The first week you were open, I don't think your stock was that impressive, hardly surprising, but I remember you had your own drum kit in there. You had some 10-watt amps and some of the cheaper guitars from Rossetti, I think, because that was about the only account you'd opened at that stage. Several months later, I remember calling and seeing a drum kit in the window with a sign beside it, which I'm sure your dad had put there because it was his sense of humour. It said, for sale, drum kit, nearly new, only used once to play Ave Maria in Guildford Cathedral. I thought that summed him up beautifully. Well, congratulations to all three generations of Andertons for creating what must be one, if not the best store in the country from those very humble beginnings. Anyway, Pete, enjoy your evening. You deserve it. God bless.
Well, I remember Andertons, probably my first recollection of Andertons was about 20 years ago. And of course it was Pete that I first met. And one of my earliest memories of was how polite he was and how well-mannered he was, let's say, compared to some of the other people that I'd met, which I quite liked that. What I remember mostly about Pete was that he was interested in ideas, often interested in exploring, you know, my mind, and I'm sure he did it with everybody else as well. And we would have 2-hour meetings where, at the end of which, I'd have to say to him, well, I'd better talk to you about what I came here to talk about. I think Andertons are a bit different for me. I think it's definitely about quality, and you can tell that from the store, but my memory is of doing business with Andertons, in particular Pete, and since then Lee, and my recollection of that is that you're dealing with straight people, honest people who want the truth in return, give you the truth back. So I think if you've got a dead solid relationship with your suppliers, and you obviously have that relationship with customers as well, that good store and a good internet business, that is clearly the secret of Anderton's success. And not everyone can claim that. A lot of people might try, but I think that combination of personal relationships honesty, integrity, politeness, fairness is so important, and I think that's Anderton's success.
Charlie used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike, and he said all his luck is tough. So tough. Gina works a diner all day. She's working for a man, and she brings home the pay for love. Ooh, for love. She says we gotta hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we wreck it or not. We got each other, and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Oh, we're halfway there. Wow, living on a prayer. Take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Wow, living on a prayer.
Congratulations, Pete, on 50 years of just a brilliant business. From my side, I have to say that probably both the times I worked at Andertons, I really enjoyed it, but particularly with the first period I was there, it's probably some of the best years of my life, genuinely. So, well, I started in 1988 as a keyboard sales guy. I think in the interview, which was with John Hulk originally, and then I had to do one of Pete's psychological analysis, and I think I had to go back and do 2 or 3 different ones, because he was very supportive in trying to encourage me not to rig it, but yet steering me in the right direction so that I didn't answer it like Attila the Hun or something like that. So I remember Pete coming to us one afternoon. I think I've been there about 2 years now at that point, saying that, guys, you've got 2 new members of staff joining today, and they'll be here part-time, one of which was obviously very keen to be there and learn about the business. Lee's first role was to be my box boy. So on a Saturday afternoon, as soon as we've sold something, myself and John Russell at the time, Lee would run off and get the box and package it up for the customer for us. And then he after a while, we trusted him so much we allowed him to write up the sales at the till for us, so that we could then go and try and sell some more. I think he's done all right since then. Though he's gone on to a similar role, but perhaps slightly bigger boxes. So congratulations to Lee, to Stuart, and to Bev, and of course to you, Pete, for 50 years of great business. Long may it continue.
Good evening, everyone, and congratulations to Andertons Music. Unfortunately, we weren't able to attend tonight's Black Tie Gala in Guildford, so we thought we'd have our own little California celebration on your behalf. After all, 1964 didn't just mark the first appearance of the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. It was also the year that another British sensation made its historical debut, Andertons Music. Now, we believe Andertons has got a lot to be proud of. Your legacy of great customer service, teamwork, innovative thinking, it's been handed down from generation to generation. And as a result, you've been voted MIA's best independent retailer time and time again. Now, you're also among the first wave of music retailers to really embrace the internet, gaining thousands of loyal customers around the world in the process. So, Andertons Music is truly an industry leader and has set the example by showing what a small, independent retailer with really big dreams is capable of achieving. There's a lot of wisdom that comes from being in business for 50 years. I'd like to personally thank Lee for helping us out and sharing some of his wisdom with NAMM University at last year's show. So, from all of us here in sunny San Diego at the NAMM Industry Headquarters, and on behalf of the 9,000 member companies of NAMM, here's to you, Andertons Music. Congratulations on achieving this milestone. We wish you many, many more. Cheers, everyone.
That's what he looks like.
And Daddy?
Dad.
Yeah.
I can remember Dad so much like this, like, as he is like that.
This is the first few weeks
Yeah.
in the shop. You can see that they've got the musical instruments behind them. Mind you, we spent quite a long time cleaning it up. Why did we have to clean
Because
it up?
it was a vegetable shop.
Greengrocers. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Oh, but I looked at all the potato dirt on the stairs.
Daddy had me cleaning the shop floor for £2 on a Saturday.
You?
Yeah.
Or was it me?
Oh, and you. You were the stalwart, I was the weekender. Can you remember what the first day's takings were?
Oh, about 9pence.
9pence.
And Dad's ringing up and saying, "How much done today, Pete?" He said, "I didn't tell you."
Well, it's because Pete was having to
Look after everything.
do everything while Dad was finishing out his few months in the police. And how old was Peter then?
18.
Not quite, was he? 17?
17 or 18.
Yeah, very young,
Yeah.
but very confident, wasn't he?
Oh my God, yeah.
He knew.
Well, he went and worked for the chap at Hammersmith,
Harry
Weber. That's right, Harry Weber. To get some experience.
And he loved it there, didn't he?
Yeah, he worked every Saturday there.
Yeah.
And
He learned how to mend.
Yeah, well, he learnt an awful lot.
How did you raise the money to buy the old shop?
Well, what we did, I had 900 in the bank. And that was, and I've been saving it for so long. And Dad says to me, "I have to have your money." And I didn't want to let it go. But in the end, of course, I let it go.
You persuaded you. And you turned in all your old penny insurance.
Well, yeah, everything.
But now that it's a much more modern business, you think Daddy would be knocked out to see it?
I think he'd be knocked out, but at the same time, I think he would be a bit upset.
Would you? Why?
Yeah, I do. Because he never wanted the kids to come in.
That's where the money is. He wanted his own generation.
Yes,
and his
yeah.
own music.
Yeah.
And what do you think he would think of Lee's involvement and how Lee's...
I can't imagine. But he always used to say, "Well, Lee will take over." So I suppose in his mind,
I think he'd be incredibly proud.
Yeah.
To see another generation.
Yeah. Well, it's the third generation, isn't it? Yeah.
And I think Grace might follow in his suit.
Yes, after
She's got a drum kit for her birthday. Have you seen?
Oh, clever girl! Yes, look at her. I think Dad would be more proud than probably I am.
Because he understands it.
Because he understands what an effort it was, you know.
Yeah. Well, we're all incredibly proud to be Andertons and to be associated with the shop. And Pete, you've just done an incredible job, and Lee's following in your footsteps and making it even more wonderful. Yeah. Well done, congratulations.
Congratulations, yeah. Congratulations on 50 years.
50 years.
50 years!
Makes me a bit old.
No.
Please welcome to the stage Mr. Lee Anderton.
Hello? Hello! I know it's a bit reverby in here, so please come a bit closer. And, wow, I've got a bit of a speech here, but that last bit of video's kind of emotional. Yeah, Nan's gone into a home yesterday, so she couldn't be here with us tonight, but she's 95 years old. She's the original Mrs. A. And, yeah, come on! Anyway, so, to get the formalities out the way, this is the only speech you'll be hearing tonight, you'll be glad to hear. So, the worshipful Mayor of Guildford, ladies and gentlemen, and music industry reprobates, welcome to the Andertons' 50th anniversary celebrations. Thank you guys so much for coming tonight. I hope you're having a great time. And as I said, it's only one speech, so don't worry, we get back to the dancing soon. So, I suppose to get to 50 years old in any business, you need to work hard, have some luck, and be supported by all those around you. And I guess tonight is really about thanking all the people who have supported us in one way or another over the last 50 years. So firstly, I would like to thank our wonderful customers, without whom Andertons would just not exist. So from the first people who came through the door in 1964, the people who continue to come to the store today, to the thousands of people we talk to every day on Facebook and who watch our videos, genuinely sincere thanks. We couldn't have done it without you. And it does mean a lot that I've been able to invite a few of you here tonight. I wish I could have invited every single one, but as big as this building is, we wouldn't have fitted you all in. So next to thank are our amazing suppliers and trade associations. And I've always believed business is about working in partnership with your suppliers, so I would like to thank each and every one of our suppliers for the trust and the support that they've given us over the last 50 years, especially in the early days, where I suspect more often than not we would struggle to pay your bills. So moving on, I guess probably the thing that makes me most proud about our business is watching our staff come to work. They wear their Anderton shirts with a pride and a passion, and whatever their role is in with Andertons, they just do it with a dedication that you just don't see in many other retail businesses. The unsung heroes, I think, in any business are undoubtedly our family members, family and friends. They get to share the good times, and they also have to pick up the pieces during the bad times. Every one of my family has played a part in getting Andertons to its 50th anniversary. So, to my Nan Sylvia, my aunts Leslie and Debbie, my mum Anita, my stepmum Barbara, my wife Charlotte, please don't go home without the lovely flowers that I brought you all, which are at the back of the cathedral. You're all very much loved, and thanks again for all your support. I do want to thank everybody at the Cathedral and Kyde and Patrick at Create Events and the band and all the different lookalikes. They are, actually, let that one out the bag, sorry. The genuinely famous people that we have in the audience. Brilliant tonight, thanks so much guys. So lastly, I guess what I want to do is sort of remind you all about the power of making music. For those of you at Play, hopefully you can cast your mind back, remember that feeling that you had when you first strummed a chord or banged a drum. It's a pretty special feeling, one that I can't really explain unless you've been there and done it. But we're the lucky ones. We're the lucky ones whose mums and dads bought us that first instrument, gave us that opportunity to participate in making music. But not everybody is that lucky, and that's why I decided that tonight would be appropriate to make a donation towards the Music for All charity, which is a wonderful charity. It's a small charity, a wonderful charity, but is really there and designed to make sure that all the people in this country who just disadvantaged kids, disabled kids, people who just would not have an opportunity to pick up and learn an instrument and own an instrument. So there's a big auction of equipment at the back there that our wonderful suppliers have donated. We'll be holding an eBay auction for that shortly. We've donated some money tonight. There's been a text message thing on the screen so you can donate money. It would mean a lot. And anybody that works in this industry really owes everything they have to the fact that kids do play an instrument. So please do, just take a second and donate something for that charity. It's great. And Paul McManus and John Booth and all the trustees of that charity, you do an amazing job, and well done. Thank you. I was going to do my Bob Geldof bit, but I won't do it. Anyway, I guess that leads me nicely on to the last person who I really need to thank for getting us to this incredible milestone. So for his vision and his encouragement, his energy and his passion, for bailing me out when things have gone wrong, and for keeping my feet on the ground when things have gone right, for giving me the opportunity to work in this incredible business, and most of all for always believing in me, would you please come to the stage and accept a small token of my gratitude, my dad, Peter Anderton.
Consider myself stitched up, thank you. I said I didn't want to make a speech tonight because I haven't prepared one. Gosh, dear oh dear, this is quite extraordinary. It's not rocket science. You know, you put the shiny apples on the front and you make sure they're all nice and polished, and you smile at the customers, and you know, you just keep doing that sort of thing, you know, and it's about service. It's a very simple word, but I suppose that's really what I'm so proud of, is the fact that the sort of service to the customer, it gives one, well, it used to give me such a buzz, you know, to have somebody that really you helped and made a, you know, they bought what they wanted. And I was very proud of Lee one day. He said, what was the thing you came up with, which I rather liked, was helping customers make good buying decisions. It wasn't about selling. And I thought, well, that's what we do, actually. It's really right. It's quite amazing. So anyway, and lastly, to add to what Lee said, just thank you so much to everybody who's travelled a long, long way to be here tonight to join us in this little celebration. Hope I'm still around for the 60th. Thank you very much, and a safe journey home. When you eventually get home, I understand there's a bit more boogieing to do, which I shall be giving it some welly in a minute. So, thank you very much indeed. I got your thing. Oh, lovely, yes, I like that. Oh, thank you, yes. Go on then, we better go. Okay, we better go. Anyway, bye. Oh yeah, that's for you as well. Oh, is it? Yeah, that's for you. Who's in there?
Oh my, where is, are you Mr. Anderton? Could you come here? Because I can't get out of this cake. Could you come here? Hello, everybody. Oh, just come down these stairs. Oh, happy birthday.